Don't miss these 5 things in GTA Online before the 6th of November. As per usual with these type of videos, I will be going through some of the event week things. For those of you guys out there who do not know, this will probably be the last Halloween event that we will get in GTA Online, so it might be worth actually considering some of the things from this event so that you do not miss out. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and let's dive straight into it. To start this one off, I do want to begin with the bonus money. In this week, we honestly did not have too many good things with bonus money, but I'm more focusing on what these things are. Just like the last week, we do still have the Ludendorff Cemetery Survival, paying out the triple money and RP. Another highlight from the bonus money will be these jack-o'-lanterns, supposedly paying out double money and RP, and another one to highlight will be the Slasher Adversary mode, specifically the new adversary mode that Rockstar released. If you guys have not done any of these things, I would at least try and do one. In my opinion, this Ludendorff Cemetery Survival will be the best thing, not only because it does have that triple money bonus, but you can unlock a special clothing item by surviving all 10 waves. So definitely worth trying to do that before November 6th, because like I mentioned at the start of this video, we might not see these things again before GTA 6 comes out. Next up, I think this is the best part from this event specifically, and it will be the free cars. As usual with event weeks, we did have just the standard free cars we can get, so the new podium vehicle, which is the Ocelot Penetrator, and the LS Car Meet prize ride being the Ocelot Ardent, which you can get by placing top 2 in the LS Car Meet series. But there was one more free vehicle which was from last week, and it was the Benefactor Krieger. This will be officially the last week you guys can claim this. You can either go over to the Legendary Motorsport website, select the 2-seater options and find it through there, or instead for this week you can go over to the Luxury Autos dealership located over here on the map to purchase a pre-customized Krieger. However, it will cost you around $20,000 because of these upgrades, but for this type of car it's only $20,000. It's really not that bad, and of course if you don't want to spend that money, you can go ahead and get one for completely free on the website. Definitely make sure that you guys do this because the Krieger is such a good car. It will also have access to the missile lock on Gemma if you decide to get an agency. Easily one of the best standard vehicles in GTA Online in my opinion, and I am still completely shocked that Rockstar just gave us this for free. So yeah, definitely do not miss that. In terms of the other 2 standard vehicles, they are honestly not too bad. In my opinion, I do prefer the Ocelot Ardent, but the Penetrator still looks quite nice. I think I said in the event week video a few days ago now that the Penetrator did not look that good, but I do take that back. I do like it, and it is nowhere near as bad as I thought. So probably worth spinning the lucky wheel and trying to get this whilst you can. Another thing that you might just have enough time to complete, or at least take the most advantage of, will be the UFO abduction event. Now obviously you guys can take pictures of these UFOs and get a small amount of money for each one you take a photo of. However, the UFO abduction event is the main focus here with that special clothing item. At the time of making this video, I'm really unsure if Rockstar have just removed these things now, as in the UFO abductions, so hopefully you guys have had enough time to try and get abducted and get inside the secret room. I know for a fact that the Halloween weather will be going on November 3rd, and I could not find any information about the UFOs and when these things are meant to go, so I am really hoping at least they do stay until this event week refreshes. However, if anything, I do expect them to go with the Halloween weather. So try and do this if you can. If you cannot do it, you honestly might be too late. I know a lot of people were getting really annoyed, and people also mentioned that being an MC president or CEO will actually stop you getting abducted into the secret room, so potentially something to try if you can. At this point in the video, we have to move over to the discounts. The first discounts that we need to look at will be the free Halloween masks, the Sugar Skull face paints, and skull tattoos. With them all being free, it might be worth just checking them out, especially some of the Halloween masks because there is some really nice ones, and it is completely your choice if you want to go through them all and buy them. Get them all for free if you want. I also mentioned this in a previous video, but buying all of them is probably not a good idea if you guys change your character often. It will make things extremely difficult to find the masks that you actually want to use, especially through the interaction menu. In terms of the best discounts, we obviously do have all of the vehicle ones, and I genuinely do think that the Hakachu Drag with that 30% off will be the best thing you can get. Some more honourable mentions from the discounts, at least the vehicle discounts, will just have to be the Bowler STD. That is such a crazy name for a vehicle. Next, I would also say that the anti-aircraft trailer might potentially be good. You will probably not get too much use out of the vehicle, but still potentially quite nice to have. And obviously I will also have to say that these Halloween vehicles might be worth picking up now, because a lot of these ones will be removed when the events week finishes. I think the biggest one there is probably the Sanctus. It just looks incredible. I got one a few weeks ago, and yeah, after fully customizing it, it looks really nice. I do love the skull on the front. The final discounts were at the gun van, where you guys can find a 30% off the battle rifle, and then for GTA Plus members, 30% off the stun gun, and a 50% off the Shocker, Widowmaker, Up and Atomizer, and Unholy Hellbringer. So maybe worth trying to find the gun van and buying some of these weapons. The last thing that you also might want to look at will be some of these Halloween vehicles on display, mainly at PDM or Simeon's Auto Show. When you enter PDM, you will just see all of them, and the best part about this is that you do get a chance to test drive them, see if you actually like the vehicles or not, before you purchase any. In my opinion, would I suggest any of these vehicles? In terms of their rarity, probably. I think it really just comes down to what you guys want, and if you already have got the free Krieger, and that is your type of vehicle, then there is really no need to even look at these ones. But I do know that a lot of people in GTA Online like collecting vehicles, and why have all of that garage space if you can't make the most of it? At this point, we do need to discuss some honourable mentions, which could potentially be in this list of things that you don't want to miss out on. First up, I think we just have to include some of these returning vehicles, specifically the ones over at the LS Car Meet, very similar to Simeon's Auto Shop. However, they are not all Halloween vehicles, and in my opinion at least, they are still very worth test driving, because of course these ones will be rare. I also do think we have to mention again the Luxury Autos dealership, obviously with the Krieger being on display. This is not really an honourable mention, because we have already gone through the Krieger with it being free, and if anything, this is more of a reminder. The last honourable mention will of course be some of these event week money methods, so the new FIB priority file, all of the salvage yard robberies and time trials. All of them are pretty standard. There is nothing really special, but as per usual, they are always worth doing for some more cash every single week. And yeah, altogether, I do think this is pretty much everything from this event, and taking everything into consideration, do I think this event week was even that good? Especially with this being the last Halloween event. Honestly, I do not think it was that good. We have seen many better event weeks with much better bonuses and even better discounts in the past. If I was going to maybe pick out the best two things from the entire event, I would probably first give the Krieger the best spot, with it being the last time you can get it, and the second best thing would probably be the Hakachu Drag discount. Although it is only a 30% off, that is still a pretty nice saving, allowing you to purchase one for roughly around $600,000. A lot more worthwhile if you guys have access to the HSW upgrades, because the Hakachu Drag is pretty easily one of the best HSW vehicles. But yeah, I really want to know what you guys think about this event. Do you guys think this one was good enough for the last Halloween event? Or do you think that Rockstar should have done a lot more things? But anyways guys, if you went on to enjoy this video or found it useful in any way, shape or form, leave a like on this video. I always do appreciate your support. And if you are new here and like what you see and want to stay up to date, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.